Hey, everybody. Welcome to the MURCA Guns and Freedom Podcast with your host, me, the Yankee Marshal. As usual, this is just an open conversation between me and my viewers. I like to be accessible. If I say something stupid, I like you to be able to come and confront me directly. That way you can talk to me. You never have to talk about me without talking to me first. If you decide to talk behind my back and not talk to me when you have every opportunity, well, then that just shows what kind of person you are and how good and how worthwhile your opinion probably is. So I'm here so you can ask me questions, suggest topics, call me out. If you think I've been wrong about something, let me know. If you want to get a question answered, definitely, you can always donate to our Pets and Vets programs by doing a super chat. Every time you donate $5 or more, you get an entry into a drawing every month for a silver bullet, because this is the only channel that cares whether you get eaten by a werewolf or not. So we try to help make as many people able to defend themselves from werewolves as possible. So feel free to weigh in with the link at the top up there. Just click on that. If you're watching this live, I guess I don't need to be saying this because if you're watching this tomorrow, you don't get to do that. The link ain't there. But let's move on. I'm getting into stuff I don't need to get into. Ghost Shadow threw me for a loop a minute ago, so I got all confused. Let's see here. I like to start every chat by reading if there's been any orders for the day to support the TYMP programs. That's the Yankee Marshal Posse Pistol Project. I don't think there's been any orders today. There have not been any orders. It's dry as dust over there. I don't think we got any new patrons today, although I don't think we lost any either. So I don't have to say welcome to any new Patreon members. I'd like to get some new Patreon people. Jay Engstrom joined a day ago as a free member, but that's it so far. Did we lose any subscribe star people or gain any new ones today? Nope, no movement over there either. So we don't have to welcome anybody there either. And remember, if you want to become a patron or a subscribe star member or whatever on this channel, all you got to do, and I keep forgetting to take down the chat first there, is go to TYMP Pistol Project, like it's linked, like it's listed right down here in the bottom of the window. Just go over there. You can become a patron. You can become a subscribe star supporter. You can buy merchandise like this one here, to subjugate and punish the modern militarized police. Everybody thinks, oh, you're pro-police wearing this. But no, this is not pro-police. This is not pro-popo. So feel free to go over and buy yourself some merch. It does support the TYMP program. But you can do all that from TYMPPistolProject.com. Now let's see if there's been any questions coming in tonight that I need to get over to. Activity, all transactions. We'll get the super chats first as usual tonight. What is today? Today is the 23rd. So we got Officer Tater Hater paid his tithe to Phil. Remember, if you ain't paid your tithes to Phil, don't let him back up. Get him paid. It's $2 per chat minimum. If you're going to come in here and enjoy all this amazing entertainment, priceless. I like to say this entertainment is priceless because apparently most people won't pay anything for it. If you're coming in and enjoying this, pay your tithe to Phil. He's not up in the corner right now. He will be during the broadcast of this later. Right now, he's out there hunting down people that haven't been good with their tithes. So don't make him blow your trailer away. Keep up. Because he is a vengeful God. I will say that right now. Vengeful deity, anyway. So pay your tithe to Phil, you freeloaders. Sent emails. I see more perps wearing a badge needing Bubba's big rock hard weenie up there. Yeah, this is mean. That got dark real fast. He's not a fan of the Popo, if you never figured it out. I'm not a fan of Popo either, but I think he might even be less of a fan than me, Officer Tater here. He sends me stuff all day long just to irritate me because he knows the stuff's going to irritate me. Dale Rickety chimed in here and said, I have no questions of value. All hail Phil. Well, you don't even have to have a question. As long as you're paying your tithe to Phil, you're safe. At your age, you don't want to tempt him. It wouldn't take much. He can make it look like an accident, too. Stephen Barham said, another downfall of appendix carry. Hey, we're talking about appendix carry now. Is when a cop grabs the gun for their safety and shoots you in the nards with it. Wolfman's got nards too. You know that? Yeah, that would not be good. And I have seen before where they got someone, standing with their hands up, or they got them against the car with their hands behind the back, and they reach around and grab the gun out of their waistband. I've seen people legally carrying them do that, handcuff them, reach around, pull the gun out. That is such a dangerous thing to do, especially from behind. That's the kind of reach around you don't want. I mean, I'm not anti-reach around. Trust me, I think it's just good manners. But in that situation, that is not a good kind of reach around. That was Steve Barnham, as I was saying there. Kevin Mabry donated. I still have not heard from Dave Barry, the other winner. If I don't hear from him soon, I'll go ahead and go mail, go to Sporting Systems and get Kevin Mabry's gun sent out. He won the Diamondback SDR. Jerk. Is he going? He's not giving it back to me either. I thought maybe the winner would give it back to me so I could use it to replace my 360 PD, but he's not. He's greedy. He thinks about himself. That's all. Although he did donate a lot of money to help the animals in need, but still, other than that, don't think about me, and that's what matters. It's all about me. Kevin Mabry said, for Phil. Phil needs it, and he does do good stuff with it. He helps all the pets and vets. Paul Bidenbach paid his $2 tithe to Phil to keep the Phil off his back, I guess. Hail Phil, how many vampire attacks are prevented by bullets? Ain't no such thing as vampires. That's silly. I think we've established that. There ain't no such thing as vampires. Felicianise, one of my favorite names to say. Well, that Dan Loon and Tatboos. And I like to say Manhuan also, but Felicianise. That's also a nice name to say. How about the American Centrist Party? I see what I did there. ACP. Is there even really a party? I don't pay attention anymore. There's too many parties. Well, actually, there's not enough parties. We should have a multi-party system. That way you don't get stuck between two bads, a rock and a hard place, because you either have to accept all the bad things this party says or accept all the bad things this party says, because there's no one that does the good stuff of this party and the good stuff of this party and none of the bad. If you had multiple choices, like if you had one like, hey, this fourth party, it believes the stuff I like about the Republicans and it stands for the stuff I like about the Democrats and doesn't like either of their bullshit. So then you got more options. But as long as there's only two options, they can both do all the bad shit they do as long as they play to certain causes on each side. They can keep everybody divided and have them saying, well, you got to vote for the lesser of two evils. As long as the lesser of two evils an option, will never get any better. Dana Powell. There's two L's in it, so I guess it's Powell. Hope this helps. It does. They got several entries into the silver bullet drawing just now, and that does help us because we are so far behind on pets and vets. I got to do something, and I can't give away a gun or anything like that for pets and vets because it's through PayPal. So, and they don't allow or Patreon, and they don't allow gun giveaways or nothing. So I can do it to keep Subscribestar up, which is I'm giving away that zombie gun through Subscribestar that I'm building. And I'm still waiting on a response from Palmetto State Army. I don't think I'm going to get it. I talked to their agent, a week ago, and she said she'd get back to me. Nobody got back to me. That's never usually a good sign when they don't want to get back to you. Dale Rickey sent in a question for a topic for one of the live chats. Maybe I'll work on. Let me tag this so I don't lose it. There we go. Let's see here. Where was I? What was I doing? Oh, I was answering the super chats, and that was not a chat. That was not a question or anything. That was just someone making a donation and saying they hope it helps, and it does. It does help. We need them right now. Paul B says, have you been following any coverage of SHOT Show 2025? You know, I started watching some videos on SHOT Show 2025, and I have noticed a trend this year. A lot of the videos are done by AI, and a lot of the videos, the title card shows a gun that doesn't exist, isn't covered in the topic. So I just said, fuck these. I ain't watching these. They're garbage. They're clickbait and bullshit. So I'm not really following it. And the stuff I have been paying attention to, like I just go search for information and read about like new stuff. Doesn't seem like this is a very exciting SHOT Show. I'm not seeing a lot of interesting stuff. So yeah, I'm not so thrilled yet. I'm not unhappy I didn't go. Hopefully I won't catch the plague since I didn't go, which is always an option when you're there. So yeah, I haven't been following it much. Did he send over that email? He was yeah, there it is. Oh, it's a video. I can't watch a video while I'm cop shoots guy in leg with his own gun. Was he pulling the gun out of the guy's holster or something? It's from Liberty Doll. Her video quality is very good. Wish I had video quality. I don't have. Yeah, I don't like sponsorship. I mean, I don't care when people take sponsorship, especially not like coffee and stuff, but I don't want to get involved in that. I still support her. I'm a supporter on Patreon of Liberty Doll. We have the Voices program where we support a whole lot of gun channels. We spend over $1,000 a month supporting gun channels. And you'd be surprised some of the ones we support. We support people you know that I can't fucking stand. Just simply, and people are like, why is that? Because I think gun voices are important on the internet. Pro-gun voices, even the ones that are just shills or I disagree with, I still like having the voices there because you never know how many people they draw into the gun community. Hickok, ain't nothing good about Hickok's channel. I don't find it interesting. I think he's a fucking shill and a fraud, and he's a FUD, a hypocrite, an elitist. But his channel's probably brought so many people into the gun community, younger people that saw his videos and got interested in guns. So I can't discount him completely. So yeah, I'll support channels you don't even know I support because of that. Now, some of them have blocked me, like Military Arms channel blocked me because I was, they figured out, oh, he can see the stuff we say on the lies we tell on our Patreon page because I called him on some of them. Remember, I got letters, emails from their lawyer and all this other crap that I read on the air. That pissed them off. They don't like me. All right. I don't know why we're talking about that. But. All right. Let's get back to the questions here. I'll watch that video. Maybe we'll talk about it tomorrow. I'll have to wait till I got a chance to see it. My sinuses are killing me today. It was nice here today. It was like springtime out there practically. It was 48 degrees today. I was out in t-shirt, shorts all day long doing stuff. At my age, when you're old and fat, 48 degrees is shorts and t-shirt weather. Let's see here. Where was I? Let me make sure we're all caught up on the super chats. John Mandrick chimed in here. He got him some entries into the silver bullet drawing also. How are the possums? The possums are doing well. I don't see them a whole lot, but the other day, by the other day, I mean like 2 months ago, I was outside late at night, as I am wont to do. So I go outside a lot of times to go to the bathroom, so I don't wake anybody up going into the bedroom to go to the bathroom. And I won't use my kids' bathroom because it's gross. So I just go outside and pee off the back deck. And I was out there, and I always have my flashlight in my pocket, and I heard something on the fence, and I shined my flashlight, and there's a mama possum going across, and she had about 4 babies on her, at least that I could see. And I was like, oh, those are the descendants of the possums that killed Gary. Where are we at? But I was answering the questions. I got distracted by something over here and I kind of lost my place. Let me get back over here. Let me get over to the questions over here, see if there's anything coming in. Good evening, yo Fardette. Excuse me. My solution is better. None of the guns locked, several in strategic locations, always loaded. I don't allow kids in the house ever. Don't let kids in your house. I think it's probably, is that your decision, or is that like just a court order? I don't let this weirdo around kids. Going to teach them weird stuff. Buddy Shepherd use Mr. Marshall, sir. I beg you forgive me. I messed up my checking account, and you haven't received the $10 I sent you this week. To make up for it, I will send you $50 on the last day of this month. Well, that would be appreciated by the Pets and the Vets program. Maybe not sending it to me. You're sending it to the Pets and Vets. You're sending it to Phil, and he's giving it to the Pets and Vets. I'm just his voice on this planet. I'm the one he speaks directly to. You know, I hear him whispering in my ear all the time, especially, you know, at night when you lay down, and I can hear his voice above all the others a lot of the time. Tell me, get out there and do more shit for the pets, or I'm going to fucking shove your car down the hill into a tree again. And he'll do it too. I don't doubt it at all. Let me get back over here to the comments. What's for dinner? Having KFC. They have mugs, so I'm drinking Mountain Dew. Yeah, mug is gross. At the restaurant I was at yesterday, I said, what kind of soda you have? And I got root beer. I said, what kind? She said, I think it's Mark's. And I was like, oh, then I'll have root beer. And then she comes back to me and goes, oh, it was mug, by the way. Is that still okay? I was like, oh, no, that is not okay. Mug sucks. Give me Sprite instead. But I'm making pizza subs tonight. You know, hoagie boat, red bun, pizza subs. I don't think I have to explain pizza subs to it, but I'm making pizza subs. I love pizza subs. I like him better than pizza. I'm not as big a fan of pizza as I am pizza subs. You know, put it in a sandwich, it's better. Looks like H&K is bringing back the retro classic P7 squeeze cock and 9mm. You know, I had one of those at one point, and I was like, this is the worst fucking gun I've ever owned. I did not understand why people were so thrilled about it, because I thought it was garbage. It was hot fucking garbage. Didn't like it. But, you know, Dave B just sent me a private message. I bet he's letting me know where he wants to send. I sent it to shooting left to center. I sent you my info, Yank. Okay, this is today. He sent it today. All right. Well, then I will have his info. So I will be getting to Sporting Systems. Probably not this weekend. I'll probably wait and go Tuesday when they open up on Tuesday morning. So I should take the firearms over there and get them set to go on the Tuesday. So we've got both of the firearm winners weighing in now. We got 545x39 weighing in, and he said Punva, P&V, one pterosaur, one velociraptor that we adopted. Then he split because he's a deadbeat dino dad. I'm raising by myself, Bitey and Bitey Jr., and he's paid his child support payments on. But yeah, the P7, I never liked that gun. Am I alone in that I didn't like it? It gave me hand cramps. It's like fucking, I don't want to feel like I'm using a goddamn staple gun to defend myself. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm alone in that, but I didn't care for it. I didn't care for it. Agreed. I've been supplied a silver bullet thanks to the triple P, TYM triple P is what he's saying. I guess. I don't know what he's saying. But he got a silver bullet. He won one. So he's protected against werewolves. You know, when they took my gun, they took one with silver bullets. Assholes. Unless that was the one he shot himself in the hand with. I don't know. He might have. And if so, he didn't die. So he's not a werewolf. What happening with the zombie gun challenge? How long is that running? Well, I actually went ahead and ordered the slide that everyone voted for. I got the most votes, but there was one slide that I think like 8 people voted for. One color and design. I guess there's different names to them, like SW5 and stuff like that. So the one that people voted for, I went ahead and ordered it. But like I said, I don't know if I want to continue the build, because I probably will just go ahead and continue it. And then at the end, if I find out, I'll just fucking trash them in a video. But otherwise, yes, I got the slide ordered, and it should be here next week, I think, hopefully. So if it gets here next week, I'll do the next video where, okay, here's the slide. Now let's choose. Well, I don't know if there'll be anything else to choose. Well, the barrel. I think we'll have to choose the barrel, because I didn't order a barrel. And in case someone decides they want like a threaded barrel, I'll have to have that sent to them if they win. I'll just have to order a regular barrel with the same right design up until then. Let's see here. Let me get busy. Rusty Haynes use. I don't think they should make a law to lock up guns, but they should make the penalties a whole lot worse if the kid hurts himself. Yeah, well, I agree with that. So I kind of want to see it. See, where were you at when the chat was going? You could have weighed in with that over there, and I could have read it. Why won't you try to get your gun back? It's your property, and you didn't commit a crime, because it's evidence for a crime, and until they process it through and hold the trial and do all this other stuff, it's going to be a long time before I'd ever see it. And plus, it's all scratched up. It got damaged because at one point I had to slam it onto the ground while it was in his hand and hold it there, and I kind of ground it against the ground to try to get I took a big chunk of meat off his hand, but he didn't let go of the gun, so he was determined. He was probably mad at me because I'd already broke his nose. So I don't blame him for being mad at me. I wouldn't be happy if anybody broke my nose either. But what do you think about Washington State HB 1504, which would require gun owners to carry liability insurance? Well, it's kind of weird since they forbid that before. It's a scheme. They'll try to create some sort of scheme that you can only buy in through the government, and it's super expensive, and no one will be able to carry a gun, and it'll get struck down after being challenged in court, like everything they fucking do. And it'll be put on hold until then, because that's not something that they can normally justify. And really, I don't like things like that. I especially don't like it. I mean, I like having a gun insurance. I like having insurance against the policy against something like that. I have a big umbrella policy that will cover me against a lot of things like that. But I like having it, but I don't like mandating it. Just like auto insurance. I like having auto insurance. If someone hits me, they're not insured. I want my stuff covered. If I hit somebody else, I want to be covered. But I don't like requirements to have it, because that's just a big giveaway to insurance companies, and then they can charge whatever the fuck they want. I pay $10,000 a year in auto insurance, and I get none of that back ever. So, because I pay $800 and something a month because my kids being on the policy and having all the cars on the policy. So I pay all that money in, I get nothing back. And there's no incentive for them to not charge you as much as they want, because they all get together and collude on what the rates should be for people. And most of the companies are owned by the same corporations. So there's no competition really. So you have to pay it. The government requires you to pay it to do something as fundamental as drive and own a car. And then they can charge you whatever they want. And there's nothing you can do about it, because you have to have it. I think it'd be better if it was, you can get it to protect yourself if you want it. If not, because they're like, well, you got to have it, because if you hit someone and they don't have insurance, or if you don't have insurance and you hit someone, they're fucked. Well, then they should have had insurance. They should have got insurance. I have insurance in case someone hits me. And here's the thing: if the companies, if you didn't have to buy it, well, they'd have to make their rates a lot more enticing to get people to buy it. They'd have to be like, well, isn't it worth it to have the coverage? And it's cheap. They wouldn't be able to make the 800% profit and make billions of dollars, that they do now. It just fixes the price. Oops, it jumped on me. I got knocked down to the bottom. Kyle Rittenhouse is returning to the University of Memphis to give another speech. At his last speech, he got shouted off stage. It'll happen again. I don't know why people cling to that kid. There's nothing positive about him. I felt bad for him at first for what happened to him and the situation he found himself in. And more blamed the adults that put him in that situation. But now he's just fucking hanging on to his last little bit of fame and willingly being exploited by every shitty group that wants to exploit him. So just nothing positive. Why is the gun community hanging on to this guy? Was a were-possum. All the possums hanging around his house because they know the were-possum is the alpha. There's no such thing as were-possums. And if there were, I wish they'd hang around my house because I know they'd be very helpful. Because possums are very helpful. So I could think were-possums would be even more helpful. Let me make sure we are all caught up on the super chats over here. We got 15 minutes left if anybody's got questions they want to get in. Are you a clinger? I don't know what that means. Hickok 45 is proof you can make hits with a flinch. Well, if you've shot at the same targets for 50 years and they're not very far away and your gun is loaded down with cowboy ammo to the point where you can watch the bullets slowly arc to the target. Yeah, it's real impressive what he can do. Sent my bullet yet? Also, yes, I was mentioning earlier in the chat, you should have gotten an email by now that it shipped. So you might want to check for an email from Minuteman Ammo. Also, your career. What do you mean, my career? I don't understand what that means. New P7 made in Texas, low price of $2,700. Oh, God. I was hoping that was a joke, a typo there, but yeah. That's... And it's a shitty gun. Like I said, I don't see why people love that thing. It's 9mm for one. So, why don't you just throw a rock at somebody? And two, like I said, I don't like the design. I feel like I'm using a fucking staple gun. Gun ownies sounds better than gun owner. It sounds like you're from New Zealand or Australia or something. Position on safe storage. Well, you should have been at the first part of the show. Oh yeah, with the damage to your 360p, do you think the scandium held up better than plain aluminum? I doubt it. It's all chunked up and it's destroyed. It's not destroyed. I'm sure it's still functional, but I don't want it. People should not leave anti-gun states. They should fight with petitions and court cases. That's what I've always said. They're not going to run me out of my own state. They mandate a separate policy for every firearm, not one policy to cover all of them. Basically makes it too expensive for anyone to own firearms. Yeah, that ain't going to fucking fly. So kind hit my truck. Made him pay $500 because he was teaching his girlfriend parallel park. Had no mercy because they have classes for that. But they do have classes for parallel parking. I can parallel park just fine, but I'd rather not if I don't have to. Because I'm not worried about hitting a car. I worry about scraping my rims. Because I don't want to be far from the curb. I want to get real close. And I'm always worried about scraping my rims. Especially in this car, because this car, like in my Jeep, I didn't worry about that because the tires are so thick you couldn't scrape the rims if you tried. But in this car, it's got 19-inch wheels on that little car, so you got this much tire, so it's very easy to scrape the wheels. So I'm very cautious about that. That's why I don't like to parallel park. I don't even like to park next to the curb. I don't even like to pull into the curb and park, not because I can't do it, just because that increases your chances of scraping your wheels. I just don't like doing it. 360 PD could be a vehicle or get home gun. No fucking way. No thanks. And plus, I don't want to go to the trouble getting back a piece of ruined garbage. It would be a pain in the ass. And you never know. I don't want to be on their radar. I don't want to end up catching a charge because of something they didn't think of till I came and made an ass of myself trying to get my gun back. Where am I? It looks like we're just about out of questions here. When you get it back, just do a fur friend thing and give it one. No, not doing it. Your 360 PD is all messed up now. You don't want it. Just send it to me. Nope, not even going to bother to get it back. But I think that's it for the chat tonight. Let me go over here and see if we've caught up on the super chats over here. We are. Christopher Ramos was the last one. Paul B was the last one over here to ask me if I'd followed anything about SHOT Show. The kid could have used this bank that was closed on Sunday, yet wanted to use a curb where we all park. What now? Oh, yeah, for practice of parallel parking. All right, that looks like, well, we'll do a last call for questions. Last call for questions. I'll give you about a minute here to get questions in if anybody wants them. Otherwise, we're going to get out of here. At least get the silver bullet back. Well, you're not going to get the bullets back. That's not going to happen. They will have disposed of them, which means one of them probably took my silver one home. Yeah, that's hazardous material. They'll dispose of that, but it ain't happening. How long is the zombie challenge going on? As long as it takes. I don't know how long it will take, but and I haven't even really done much to announce it for Patreon or anything yet, or Subscribe Star yet. So I got to do that. But I haven't done anything to announce for anything to try to catch up with P&V. End of the month's coming up in a week, and I ain't done nothing. And we are, like I said, on the verge of the programs shutting down. Because if I have to go in this month and say, hey, cancel all my autographs to the ASPCA, the Humane Society, and all these other groups, well, then we're just done. Because I don't want to go through setting all that up again. Let's see here. Looks like we are out of questions. No one chimed in here. So Richard Gear says he's happier than ever after leaving the U.S. I don't give two fucks. I don't care. Why would I care? Whether he's here, whether he's there. It's like, I don't care where these people live. Let them fucking leave. They can afford to go wherever they want. If they don't like it here, goodbye. All right. That looks like that's going to do it for us tonight. I want to thank everybody who showed up today. Thank everybody who participates in our programs, who helps out and keeps the channel rolling. I appreciate it. Phil appreciates it. As far as people paying their tithes, most of you didn't. You losers. Phil's going to get you. It might take a while, and he might make you feel like, I got away with it. And then that's when you'll strike. But thanks, everybody, for coming. I appreciate it. I'll see you all again. And thanks for everything you do for the channel. It is appreciated. I will see you all again tomorrow. Until then, remember, always carry and stay safe until I see you again.